What's up, Game Boys and Girls? Big T here, back with another video, and it's a very bad day. Some numbers came in for the Switch 2, and it's pretty bad. It's just terrible for Nintendo Switch 2 hater grifters. Oh man, yeah. So, and I said this would happen. We all know this was going to happen because we know that the Switch 2 has been selling. There's no denying that. Only for the grifty pretenders has that not been the case. And, not everybody who has, complaints about Nintendo is grifting. Again, I bet you if you go look at my last 20 videos, most of them is me taking Nintendo to task about something relating to Switch 2, mostly. So that's not the problem. The problem is when you create narratives because you have to feed your new audience and pretend that new audience is full of concerned Nintendo fans. And that's just not the case. And the more Switch 2 sells, and it's going to continue to sell well, the more, I don't know, I guess angry and hyperbolic these guys will get, and they'll just make up more stuff. And I mean, even these numbers today, they're going to, try to kind of flip or make them look bad in some way. I don't know how you can do that. I guess one thing they'll probably say is that it's not actually sold to customers, it's sold to the stores. I guess we're just going to pretend that there's, I don't know, 3 million Switch 2s just sitting in stores not selling. And they will say, well, man, the stores are stocked. There must be nobody buying these things. But if the stores weren't stocked, they say Nintendo was, Nintendo was creating, fake or phony. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, what do you call it? Phony demand, or it's not real. It's fabricated demand to make it look like the thing is sold out and to make people try to go out and buy it through FOMO. So you can't win either way, but I mean, this is what it is. And Sony also shows these numbers as what they sold, and mostly nobody's complained about that or said anything about that, because we know at the end of the day, those consoles are going to sell in the store or not. I just think Nintendo should be commended for one thing, for just destroying they're destroying grifters too, but for destroying scalpers. There hasn't been really any. I haven't seen any crazy scalping things. Maybe they're in the first few days or the first week. Some people I feel really sorry for them that they paid that much or paid something crazy over the retail price for the Switch 2, because the stocks were there. So you look at the numbers. Mario Kart is at 9.4 million units sold. Obviously, that's because most of the people who bought the Switch 2 bought the Mario Kart bundle, Mario Kart World bundle, because that way you're paying $50 basically for Mario Kart World, and that's probably all it's worth. No. But yeah, so these are really good numbers. I would like at least one more game that I'm super excited for. I mean, I'm excited for Metroid Prime 4. I think most core Nintendo fans probably are, especially if you're a Metroid fan. But it's not as exciting because we know that game is a Switch 1 game. We're looking for things that say, hey, wow, look at Switch 2 go. Let's look at the crazy power. Or just a leap. This is a new generation, and that's some of my gripes, is that the UI makes it not feel as like of a new generation because it's so samey to the Switch 1. But Yeah, I mean, Donkey Kong Bonanza has sold like 3.5 million units, which is fantastic. I'm so happy because I love that game. It'll probably be in Game of the Year contention. I don't think it's going to win. I think that's probably going to be Claire Obscura's kind of award to lose. I don't really care about Game of the Year anyway. As far as when it comes to the Keeleys, I look more for like the industry stuff, the industry is looking to reward their own people. They vote for the industry themselves, vote for themselves, or vote for people they trying to recognize in their gaming community. But yeah, so fantastic numbers all around. I think Switch One is at 154 million units, and this is up until September, so they don't have October numbers yet, which means nothing from on Switch 1 and Switch 2, nothing when it comes to Pokemon A to Z. So I'm sure that's going to be a nice little boost as well. So most likely the Switch 1 has overtaken the Nintendo DS as Nintendo's most or highest selling console. And I hope it gets past this fake ass number that Sony came up with at the end. What's his name on his way out the door? Lion Jim Ryan. Went from 155. He found 5 million units that they never posted until now, of a console that was pretty much done in 2010. All of a sudden, they got these 5 million units from somewhere. I just think that's bogus. Anyway, the core console only system is going to be the number one system, and that is the Switch 1. So I'm happy for that. Was there anything else big? Nintendo sold a lot of software. Surprise. I think they didn't sell as much as they wanted to on Switch 2 specifically, or projected to. But I think that does have to do with key cards. I think that has had an impact. So there's that. Yeah, I think that's just the way it is. It's key cards have affected it to some degree. I think Nintendo needs to figure out this system situation and make sure we can get more games on a hard or on a cart and without having to download anything. But yeah, great numbers. I might end up buying my second keycard game because it's such a great deal, and that is the Resident Evil pack that has Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil Village, and Resident Evil Requiem, all for like $90. I mean, they're all keycard games, but for that, it's going to be hard to pass that up. I already have Resident Evil 7 on PS4. I never got around to Village, and it'd be really cool to play that on my Switch too. So I'm a staunch proponent of physical media, so I'm gonna buy the physical version either on my PS4 maybe, or my Xbox Series. I don't know. One of the two. I'll get Resident Evil. What is it? Resident Evil Village or 8. But yeah, it's a good numbers. I'm sure they'll be try to be skewed because again they have to continue to feed the beast. This is gonna be getting real sad and embarrassing, and you'll see the thumbnails, and they're gonna get bitter. They're gonna get bitter because they're wrong. I don't know if they always knew they'd be wrong, these grifters, but it's gonna get bitter, and they're just gonna start lashing out, and they're gonna have a sizable audience for the most part. That will probably stick around and will be there for that. They would like to see people not only attack Nintendo, but attack Nintendo fans as well. They're going to be there for that. So that's going to get interesting. We'll see what happens on that front. But yeah, good numbers all around. I'm enjoying my Switch 2. I'm about to finally beat Tears of the Kingdom. It started to get fun for me after a long time of not being fun and just feeling like busy work. So gonna get through that, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's my video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you happy for the numbers? Are you excited? What do you think about the Switch 2 brigade. Will they continue with these numbers continuing to be as good? They're going to continue to be good. Nintendo projected or up projected to 25 million for the fiscal year. So not that that's proof, but they feel confident, and I have too. I expected the Switch 2 to do well, regardless of my issues with it. I'm just being a realist. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you again for watching and listening, and I'll see you fools next time. Peace out.